everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he now can wear the crown for the best ball carrier in a single season.
And think of who he has passed to get here. And being able to stay healthy, get enough carries, get great support from his offensive line and receivers blocking for him. But best of all, this is one talented individual that now has the record.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. Now. Check. Patriot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll go on the ground. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
13 yards there on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over here 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And
After review of the play, the stands.
well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be... And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that... And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 20. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go! Watching now, Marty! Leopard! No, check! Patriot!
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go now. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you don't... The Ravens send their punter out now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Ravens defense as they head out to set up shop. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while. Wasn't very good at it. But I'll tell you what, the kids, they both lettered.
Your kids?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whose kids were we talking about?
Here we go now. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete here on third down. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 7. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Back 99, 50. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check, Patriot. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Detroit!
And now it's second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
And partner Emmitt Smith now moves to number 2. His record of 165 career rushing touchdowns has been broken. What else can you say but wow?
I have no other words but wow, because Emmitt Smith set the standard. A guy that always found his way into the end zone. That record has now been eclipsed. The only thing our new record holder has to worry about, will Emmitt come back and try and get his record back?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. They get the conversion. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.